Welcome back to Living Local. If you're looking for something creative for your kids to do this summer, the Figge Art Museum has you covered. A special program called Big Picture in the House gives kids a chance to learn, explore, and create their own special art designs. And here to tell us more about it is Laura Wreidt, Outreach and Community Engagement Coordinator at the Figge Art Museum, which is also this segment's sponsor. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great this morning. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. So let's talk about the program and what parents can expect when their child attends.
Okay. Well, the name of the program is Big Picture in the House, and the reason we call it that is because actually we do have a program year-round in the schools called the Big Picture program.
Oh, cool.
And this is actually a program that goes beyond the schools. It goes into community organizations.
Sure.
So when we have this wonderful month of Free July, then we have a chance to bring in extra programming that's available to everybody. So we have this in the museum.
Yeah, and so let's talk about when the sessions are and how long they do last.
Sure. So Wednesdays are the day that we have the sessions, and we do a morning session that right when the museum opens at 10 a.m. And then, so if you can't make it to the morning session, we have a 2 p.m. session as well.
I love that too. So, and that kicks off July 3rd then, I'm guessing?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
July 3rd.
That's great, man.
Every Wednesday. And there's actually 5 Wednesdays in July this year, so we have
bonus.
5
That's a bonus.
Another
is what that
extra.
Is. Yeah.
Usually it's about 4. So.
And what age group do you recommend this program for?
You know, I hate to exclude anybody. It's really pretty much what we believe in the museum is to include everybody. So we really would say it's a great program for families. You know, even from, I would say, school-age children, and I'm not excluding even the high school students, but we have grandparents, we have parents who ultimately end up liking these projects almost as much as, maybe more than the kids. So.
I know, I find that with my kid all the time. I take a class with her, I'm like, this is actually really fun. I love that. And, you know, what kind of projects do you have planned in those classes? Sure.
Well, you know, one of the things that we get a chance to do during free summer is, in this class, is that we highlight the exhibits that are happening at the Figge. And so, you know, while we don't just necessarily jump right into an art project, we'll spend about 15, 20 minutes taking them into a gallery, showing them a work. We'll kind of have a nice discussion about it. Sometimes we learn things that we never really perceived just based on, you know, some of the public reaction.
Yeah.
And then we go down to the lobby where we do some kind of fun project, which, so the total class lasts about an hour.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's kind of, you know, even if it's something that you find is like maybe not your cup of tea, there's, you know, you're there at the museum, you can go explore. Yeah. And oftentimes we get people that come on in and had no idea the class was happening, but they want to join.
Why not, right?
So, yeah.
And let's talk about who leads these, because I'm assuming some local professionals.
Well, you're looking at me.
Hey, Laura, all right.
Yeah, so I am one of the educators there at the Figge. We also have Kelsey Vanderkoy, who will be leading the sessions as well. And oftentimes we'll team up. It's a great opportunity for us to put some of our summer interns to work. So everybody really loves to have a hand in it. So you know, we all kind of chip in. But definitely, you know, part of the education team. So
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. And so, you know, what do you hope that kids will take away from sessions like this?
You know, I think it's opening, well, not even just kids, but opening people's eyes to just why art is so important. And you know, to me, I always encourage people when they come to the museum to come in with an open mind. You know, you might decide there's a type of artwork that you don't like, and all of a sudden that's something, you know, we expose you to, and to really try and understand why these artists made that artwork in the first place and how it served a purpose in its time.
Yeah. And let's talk about how kids can sign up, and we want to make sure that they know, you know, and what is the best way to do this? The website?
Well, obviously, the website is going to be the easiest. So we have all the themes outlined for the summer, for the 5 weeks.
Okay.
So we'll you know, one of the weeks we'll be doing illuminated manuscripts. So one of the exhibits we have at the Figge is medieval and Renaissance manuscripts that are just stunningly beautiful. And then, you know, we'll lead an art project where you can actually make your own illuminated letter, which is really going to be cool and fun. And we'll explain the whole process and how they made them way back in the Middle Ages. So yeah, getting on the website will get you probably your best,
everything you need,
your best information, and you can pre-register. You don't have to pre-register, but we do kind of try and, if we get more than about 30 people, we'll send you to the next session probably.
And you have so many other programs for adults and kids besides this. When I was on the website looking and literally scrolling through, there are so many offerings.
Yes, there are so many offerings. So painting, drawing, sculpture, you know, wine and art classes we hold once a month. So, you know, even on our other free days that we have, you know, throughout the year, we offer hands-on art making all the time.
Yeah.
So, and just even our family activity center, if you have the urge to make art, go hop in there. You know, even if there's not a class going on, you can make art there. So.
And if if someone hasn't been there in a while, they really should check it out because there's some really good exhibits there right now too.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about any of those right now?
We're super excited. Yeah. We have one right now. If you come to the Figge Art Museum, we are in the process of installing a new exhibit by an artist named Walter Wick. Some of you might remember or still love to look at the I Spy books.
Yes.
So he is the photographer and illustrator for these books, and oh gosh, when you really learn about his passion, and you know, he's a collector of kind of cool trinkets. You're going to want to go thrifting and go make your own. I'm telling you, because I got to sat through the training on his exhibit, and it was just really cool. So we're going to install that. That'll be opening July 6th.
Perfect.
Right now we do have illuminated manuscripts from the Renaissance and the Middle Ages, and we have a really cool demo video that shows you the process, as I mentioned. So we'll be doing that art project.
Awesome.
And we also have more exhibits. One is on reckonings and reconstructions of Southern photography.
Oh,
so
awesome.
it's a really interesting in-depth exhibit about kind of the history and kind of uprighting the ship on some of the past, the Southern in the South. So, but what's happening in the South today? So there's a lot.
There's something. I love going there. And there's always something new. You remember when you guys had the hanging corn? Do you remember the glass?
Oh yeah,
that was one of my favorite things.
It's called Corn Zone.
Yes, Corn Zone. There it is.
Yeah. It's really tempting to want to just wander through there, which
I know.
I think if you were to ask the artist, he would encourage you to do so. But we wanted to be protected as well. But yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I shot a commercial there years ago, and I was there, and I was like, "Can I?" And they're like, "You cannot walk through it." And I was like, "But what if I did?" And they're like, "We will fire you." But yes, there's always something cool there. So thank you very much.
Yep.
Laura,
I'm
for coming in.
really glad we had the opportunity to come share.
Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it. Again, this segment was sponsored by Figge Art Museum. For more information, go to figgeartmuseum.org. We'll have all those details posted at ourquadcities.com.